This guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
He'll go right back to Smith. They hook up again. And he's close to a first down to gain a 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And, man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're
That's going to be intercepted in the end zone. Picked off by Roger McCreary. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. Here's the first carry for the Iowa State Cyclone. David Montgomery. Not much there. Maybe a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Shaheed in motion. On 2nd down, Mahomes. This is brought in downfield by Judy. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
This defense just gets punched in the mouth on that one, Mike, and it just seemed from up here that not everyone on defense was on the same page, and the offense was able to take advantage of it. The defense has to clean things up here in a hurry, because if they don't, they could be in for a long day.
Off the play fake, Mahomes. This one down the field for Freiermuth. And will move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. Ball down to the 16-yard line. And it's 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Mahomes. He'll find Montgomery out of the backfield. And he's in! David Montgomery. Touchdown, Eagles. Mahomes has his offense ready to try for 2 more. That's out quickly and complete. And he will take it in and tack on the 2 points to make it 8-0. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. And no chance to return this one. Through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10. Carr working out of the gun. That's taken in left side by Smith. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable 2nd down.
They face 2nd down and 7. From the shotgun, it's Carr. For the sideline, brought in by Chase. 15 yards through the air. First down, Minnesota.
Throwing a comeback route against zone coverage, it could be a little bit tricky. Remember, in zone, the defender's eyes are on the quarterback. So if your receiver doesn't sell that right, and this ball's not thrown on time, you're going to end up watching that defender take this thing back the other way.
And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. They'll run here. The former Canadian track star, Chuba Hubbard, will take it.
Great job by that linebacker timing his blitz. He didn't give any indication to the offense that he was coming. And he's able to get through that hole and take the ball carrier down for a loss.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. Receiver in motion, headed left. Carr from the gun on 3rd down. A pickup of 12 yards. It'll be a Vikings 1st down.
And what really stands out about this drive is the ability of the quarterback to really spread the ball around to multiple targets and put so much pressure on the defense, deciding who do they want to account for, because no matter who they try to take away, quarterback's doing a nice job of finding the open man.
Carr now to throw on 1st down. He'll find Chase. That's complete. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
Here's a 2nd and 6. That's Palmer, the man in motion. Now, 2nd down throw from Carr. This one intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed. And a good return here. He is out of bounds, up past the 30.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
Second down and 8.
Yellow. 43.
Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. And that ball in and out of his hands. It is incomplete. Might tell you after the game he should have come up with that one. He doesn't, and now 3rd down comes up.
Oftentimes, it's the wide open ones that are the hardest to catch. It seems like the ball is in the air forever. You start overthinking it, you start really making more of it than what you should, and you let it slip away.
Mahomes going to throw here on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
He'll take this in back at the 16. That could have broken for a bigger return, but as it is, nice job getting his offense a start out past the 30-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Carr to throw. A toss, left side, caught by his running back.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel in. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection, and maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
One quarter down, 3 to go on the road to the Super Bowl. It's the Eagles with the early advantage. And we're back in Philly in a moment. 2nd and 7. Carr. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
And this is where the quarterback's improv skills really kind of come into play. The ability to play off-platform, throw from different arm angles. It's something that we're seeing a lot play out across the league. And yes, you have to throw from a spot in the middle of the pocket. But if you can only do that, it's hard to play quarterback in today's NFL. It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand. So it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
Carr now on 2nd down. That into the hands of Hubbard. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short. They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. Back is Carr. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
Well defended there. The quarterback's trying to attack this defense outside the numbers. Those really wide angle throws near the sideline sometimes can be very hard to defend. So give a lot of credit to this secondary. They were all on the same page, and the ball falls incomplete.
A field goal, no gimme from this distance. They'll go on 4th down. Carr. That is caught. Finding Higgins. And he's going to pick up the Vikings' first down. They'll get the conversion. It's a gain of 14.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
And that one is incomplete. Penalty flag down, back in the backfield, in the area of holding.
Right now.
Throwing is Carr. He's got it! And he gets marked out of bounds, but inside the 5-yard line. Give him 27, and it's 1st and goal. They'll run with Hubbard. This defense back up, but stepping up. No gain on the play. It stays at the 3.
The big guys in the middle of the defense, Mike, the defensive tackles. So often they're asked to do the dirty work. Keep the blockers off the linebackers. Let them run around and make all the plays. But in this case, this guy's able to shed his blocker, make the stop, and keep it to no gain.
One more time, it's Hubbard. And this time he will work his way into the end zone. Chuba Hubbard. Touchdown, Minnesota. A try here for the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Vikings are back within a point. It's 8-7. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out. Over at the 30-yard line. Here's 1st and 10.
57. Yellow.
Shaheed in motion. Here's Patrick. He'll throw it on 1st down. A throw on the move is caught. And he's going to be ready out of bounds, but not until he gets down to the 40-yard line. What a way to kick off a drive. That's a gain of 30 and another 1st down.
Yellow.
They run out of the gun with Montgomery. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up 2nd down.
Fight on these two. Fight on these two. Return.
One more time for Montgomery. And he'll fight forward for a couple of yards, but a flag is down, and the linemen are already walking back.
Yellow. 15.
Mahomes now on 2nd down. That's into the hands of Judy on the right side. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. Got to get it to the 30. Here comes 3rd down.
Attack, attack.
From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. That's hard. Out of bounds, but in business. They mark him down near the 2. Big-time play for Philly. 35 yards.
Yellow.
So now a timeout for the Vikings. That is their first. Two yards from 6 points. It is 1st down and goal. They'll run with Montgomery. Trying to fight his way into the end zone, but they will mark him short. Down at the 1. From a little closer. Here's 2nd and goal. 2 minutes to play in a tight 1-point game in this first half. We'll return with more of the NFC Championship game after this. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. One more time with Montgomery. And this time he's in. David Montgomery. Touchdown, Philadelphia. He is shining in this postseason spotlight. That's his 2nd touchdown of the game. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This one taken at the 7. Now on the return, he has lost the football. but this is taken in by a teammate. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Now Carr. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a 1st down. That's a gain of 21 to open this drive. First down throw for Carr. Short pass taken in by the tight end. Second down, Carr. And that's going to wind up incomplete. He was trying to get it to Jamar Chase. And it'll be 3rd down. Carr working out of the gun. And that is incomplete.
I just don't like the look of this passing game. Like, it just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. And truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
That's a second charge timeout for Minnesota, as they'll discuss what's to come as 4th down is looming. From the shotgun, it's Carr. And for the 3rd time in this first half, he's been intercepted. Picked off by Roger McCreary.
Like, there's usually such a comfort level when the guy playing quarterback behind center is a veteran. They've seen a lot of ball. You can trust them to make good decisions. And then every once in a while, one just gets away, and that's just simply a bad ball, a bad mistake. You're not going to get away with it at this level.
Yellow. Hey, dribble it.
They go play action with Mahomes. He'll let this go deep for Diggs. And he will go all the way. Touchdown, Eagles. Point after now from Dicker. He's got it. And the Eagles add on one more as they extend their 2nd quarter lead. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. This returnable from the 4. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Now, Carr. A dive and a catch! Incredible! The Vikings go ahead and use their final timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining here in half number one.
One down. One, later one. Express.
On first down, Carr. He'll take a shot here for the end zone. And this will be incomplete.
I can tell you from firsthand experience, Mike, that is a lonely and long jog back to the huddle. I mean, you're an inch away from being the hero with a deep touchdown. Instead, you let it go through your fingertips, and you got to come back to the huddle and try again.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. Pressure certainly impacted the quarterback there. Couldn't get his arm all the way through. And it's going to bring up a third down.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
Carr from the gun on third down. That's the fourth time tonight he's been intercepted. Picked off by C.J. Mosley. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10.
Yellow. Right side.
Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. There's a short one caught by Fryermuth. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. So the Eagles will use their first timeout here as it comes to 22 seconds remaining till halftime.
This is a tale as old as time, Mike. It seems that any time a team forces a takeaway, fumble, or interception, the ensuing drive starts with a shot, a deep play in the air to try to seize on some of that momentum. We just saw a great example of it here.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Shaheed in motion. Mahomes on first down. He'll find Montgomery out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down. Here's a timeout for Philadelphia. That is their second. And it'll come with 15 seconds to play in this first half. Well, here's the chance to cap off a great half. They have it 1st and goal. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. And they'll get this down to the 3, but no further. It'll be 2nd and goal.
Yellow. Hey, 43. Hey, 43, 43, 15.
Right back to the air for Mahomes. That one, taken in. Jerry Jeudy. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Kicker now for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Eagles are able to extend the lead. Seven seconds, all that remains, till halftime. And the kick is away. Here comes a return from the 5. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Carr now to throw on first down. And that is incomplete. One final chance does not work out. Time has expired. The first half has come to an end. All right, Coach, second half, drawing near. Glad to have you back with us here on EA Sports. Both of these teams hoping to be the ones to lift the George Halas Trophy. Quarter number 3 of the NFC title game underway. This one skips the landing zone, goes all the way over the back line, so the ball will come out to the 30-yard line. On the ground, Montgomery to start the drive. And he'll manage to get to the 33. Adrian Taylor Demerson on the tackle. Shaheed in motion. On second down, Mahomes. And this ball's going to be incomplete.
How often do we see teams kind of nurse these big leads, Mike, especially as the game unfolds? They turn to the ground game. They try to slow everything down. Well, not this offense. They refuse to take their foot off the gas. They're still mining for explosive plays. And frankly, with the way today's gone, I don't blame them.
That one caught by Smith. His first catch of this NFC Championship game. Good enough for a first down.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
That is brought in, and he will score. Jerry Jeudy, touchdown Eagles. He is shining in this postseason spotlight. That's his second touchdown of the game. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. The return starts from the 5. Good return here. Brings it up to the 33-yard line. On first and 10, Carr to the middle of the field. That's taken in by Chase. Loose inside the 30. And he will go all the way. Jamar Chase. Touchdown, Vikings. A terrific job all the way around, especially after the catch, Greg, to take it to the end zone for a touchdown.
I'm just so impressed by the acceleration of this receiver, Mike. He catches what is a short pass, and he's able to turn it up the field and take it all the way for 6. That is an impressive play, run after catch.
Mevis, good on the extra point. And the Vikings are able to cut into the deficit. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line.
Yellow.
So they start this on the ground with Montgomery. Here's 2nd and 3 to go.
Yellow.
Shaheed in motion. Mahomes now to throw on 2nd down. He'll look deep, left sideline. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. You only get a 1-yard buffer from the line of scrimmage for these old linemen. That time he strayed a little too far, and it draws the flag. So after the 5 yards walked off, it is 3rd down and 8. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
So far here today, putting points on the board certainly hasn't been a problem, and plays like that are why. Think about it, Mike. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you and not force something that's not there, and that mid-range pass results in a fresh set of downs.
That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Well, fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up 2nd down. Off the play fake, here's Mahomes. To the sideline, and what a catch, and what a great job to keep the feet alive. Inbounds as good as you can do it. 17 yards on that connection. 1st down, Philadelphia. Throwing again, it's Mahomes. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by the rookie from Alabama.
The best way, Mike, for a defense to bait these bad throws is don't allow the quarterback to throw the ball to their first read. By the time he gets to the 3rd or 4th read, in this case, the defender has already put himself in position, jump that route, challenge the receiver, and that's a big-time takeaway.
Carr. He'll air one out for Palmer. Oh, for the 5th time, he is intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed. Big return at the end. He's going to get out of bounds close to midfield.
You know, Mike, the one thing that we used to say is it didn't matter how good you were or how long you played. Eventually, you're just going to have one of those days, and I think for this quarterback, he's got to be able to move on from this pretty quickly because this is about as bad a day in the office as you can imagine.
15.
On 1st and 10, it's Montgomery. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe he gets a yard out of that one. It's 2nd down. They'll stay on the ground. Again, Montgomery. And he's fighting to try to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not do it. This is going to be a loss of a yard.
When you can get this level of run support out of your secondary, Mike, man, what an advantage for any defense. This defensive back clearly reads run, gets off his block, and he's able to take down the back for a loss of yards.
It is 3rd and 10. Shaheed in motion. Mahomes going to throw here on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. To throw is Carr. Again, working deep downfield. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
7:34. Down. 6:18.
To throw, it's Carr. He's going to try it here again. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. Now Carr. And that is incomplete.
We've already seen these two guys connect for a touchdown in this game, and had they been on the same page there, I think they would have been able to add to that total. Unfortunately for them, just a little bit off, and it falls incomplete.
And not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. A carry here for Montgomery. David Montgomery. And he will score again. David Montgomery. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Saving his best for the playoffs. His 3rd touchdown of the game. Well, that's a way to start a drive. He takes it all the way to the house. I don't know what they were talking about on the last series, but they've come out on this series, Greg, with the right answer for the touchdown.
And, Mike, the reason a lot of teams start off drives with the run play is to allow themselves to operate ahead of the chains. Well, not this guy. He found the alley, he took it, and he's off to the races for 6.
Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10.
What now?
Play action now. It's Carr. Open man downfield is Smith. And they're going to move the ball all the way up to the 45-yard line.
And up until this point, we haven't seen a lot go their way, but here in the third quarter, they're starting to find some plays. They're starting to get some opportunities. Just got to ask yourself if it's too little, too late.
He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down. On the give, it's Hubbard. And this rough day on the ground continues. They're going to drop him behind the line again.
You have to wonder if next time, does the play caller give his quarterback some options to check out of this play? It was clear before the ball was snapped. This was not a great look for that play call, and you can see the end result.
Kill. 29. 20. Express. Push it up.
Here's Carr. And that is incomplete.
So here in the second half, it's obvious the offense finds themselves in a tough spot, trailing by this many points. But really what makes it difficult is when you have to operate, Mike, in a comeback situation where you have to air the ball out every single play, it stresses your offense.
Now, on the return, he has lost the football. And the defense has it.
These are the type of self-inflicted wounds that the coaching staff told us about all week, Mike, and it's been a real point of emphasis. Anyone possessing the ball, whether that's on offense, defense, or in this case, special teams, protect the ball at all costs, and I can promise you they're not going to be happy with this one.
First down throw for Carr. Catch left side is made by Higgins. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9. One quarter remains in the NFC Championship game. This is the NFL playoffs on EA Sports. A good spot here, second and a yard. That's Palmer, the man in motion. Carr now on second down. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. And sometimes he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
Carr working out of the gun. This one caught at the 4. And he is out of bounds. It's going to be first down, though. First and goal at the 2.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design. Sometimes it's based.
It is brought in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Well, it's not going to be enough, but at least they find the end zone at the end of a hard week's work. At least a little payoff with a touchdown, Greg.
Mike, you can just chalk this one up in the column of too little, too late. Give credit to this offense for not going down without a fight, but they're not going to have enough time to find themselves back in this one.
Now the offense and Carr coming to the line to go for 2. Here comes the blitz and more of the same. Another interception. Picked off by Mike Hilton.
I'm always curious how a defense is going to respond. So you give up a touchdown, you give up 6, and now the offense is trying to extend it to 8. How are you going to buckle down? How are you going to hang in there? In this case, let's give them a little credit. Keep those 2 off the board, and they can come to the sideline and regroup.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. First and 10. They'll run with Montgomery. Not much happening there, just a short gain. Here's a 2nd and 9.
Attack!
On play action, it's Mahomes. Laying out, and he made the catch. What a play. 6 catches for him in the ball game now. And this one's good for a first down.
Yellow!
On the handoff, it's Montgomery. A modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's 2nd down.
Yellow!
Here's a handoff to Montgomery. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6, and it sets up 3rd down. They'll try and run it here with Montgomery.
Montgomery, the ball carrier. He's brought down at the 39-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up 4th down and less than a yard.
The offense is out there. 4th and inches. They'll try it now with Montgomery. And he's going to have an Eagles first down. It's a gain of 12 facing 4th down.
Here's a case of an offense just piling on. You're really imposing your will on the defense. Everyone in the stadium knows you're going to run it. The defense knows it, you know it. And no matter what they do, they have no answers whatsoever.
Now Montgomery. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. Here's 2nd and 6.
15!
They go play action with Mahomes. He's got it inside the 5. Out of bounds, but in business. They mark him down near the 2. Now it is 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he's going to be taken down, and that will take us to the 2-minute warning. From the 1, 2nd and goal.
Yellow!
They'll go with him again. Trying to find a crease in there. It's a big pile of bodies.
Hey, 43,
But
43,
he is going to come up short. 3rd and goal. Mahomes. That one is caught in the back of the end zone. Jerry Jeudy. Touchdown, Eagles. Saving his best for the playoffs. His 3rd touchdown of the game. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Carr. And he's got Palmer. It's complete. 19 yards right away to kick off this drive.
Nice way to start the drive here. Really good protection by the guys up front. Good decision by the quarterback to find his read. Ball's accurate, ball's on time. Now they're able to start this drive and get on the move the right way.
On first down, Carr. He'll let this go deep for the end zone. That is knocked away, incomplete. Good coverage there defensively, all over him. And it'll be second down.
White Monday, down. Down. Nine. You ready?
Carr to throw. He connects with Palmer on that one. And they bring him down there, but it is inside the 10. It is going to be first and goal.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives. That's one he'd love to have back. An opportunity to score 6 was right there for the taking. Just wasn't quite meant to be.
They bring Chase in motion. Second down, Carr. And this is going to be a touchdown. It's too little too late. They do get a bit closer as they score here in the final minute of play. The quarterback, with all of his eligible receivers available, uses the back out of the backfield that time, Greg, to take it to the end zone.
And when your running back, Mike, is a valid threat in the passing game, man, it just gives you so many options. And in this case, it was the running back that was the open target. He's able to put the pass on the money. Easy 6 points.
That is incomplete. And the 2-point conversion is unsuccessful. So the late score gets them a bit closer to respectability. They'll try to get even closer with an onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
You have no choice. You find yourself down big here late in the fourth quarter, Mike. You got nothing to lose. Give it a shot. Nice job here by the hands team recovering. They're going to take over possession.
From the gun, here's Montgomery. And he did not want to go down. Good running. Manages to gain 5. Oh, wait. Hold everything. A timeout has been called. That's seemingly pretty silly with 1 second left in the game. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5.
Yellow.
Here we go. One final play. Going deep downfield for Judy. So it's a win here for the Eagles. As their fans will celebrate, they claim the George Halas Trophy.